Hi guys, it's Misty here. Welcome to another card video on my YouTube channel. This is the second card I did in, I guess, a little two card series I did using the Floral and Flutter die from Concord 9th. I just did a video for the first card I made, and this is a video for the second card I made. All right, this butterfly, I tried to use it in the first video and it didn't quite work. It's not the same size as the butterfly die in the Floral and Flutter set. So instead of tossing it, I just decided to use it in this video. This butterfly is actually called Petite Butterflies by Simon Says Stamp. And I'm putting silver embossing powder around the edges of this butterfly. I put Versamark around the edges, and then I'm adding silver embossing powder. And I've seen other people do this technique, and I've never done it. I thought it looked really cool, so I thought I would give it a try. I wasn't really liking how it was looking. I mean, you can tell it looks pretty choppy. You could tell where the Versamark, exactly where it was put on. So I just took a paintbrush and kind of wiped off some of that. It's too much, and I just didn't like how it was looking. So just took a little paintbrush and started wiping some off because I just really wanted to round the edges. And you can see the two flowers up at the top. I colored those in the first video with Distress Inks. I used Mermaid Lagoon and Wilted Violet, and then I added some water drops to it. So now I'm just heat setting it here, and I really like the way it turned out. I thought it looks really pretty, and I'm glad I wiped some off because it had just the perfect amount on it. I'm just trying to bend the corners back. It kind of warped my vellum a little bit, so what kind of gave me the idea to, just to bend the wings inward a little bit. I mean, it's a butterfly, why not? I used 40-pound vellum from Ellen Hudson for the butterfly, and I love, that's my all-time favorite vellum to use. It's just a really nice thick one, so it's my go-to vellum. So I'm just kind of bending the corners back out, and I did the same with the flowers there too. I made the black and white striped background you see with the classic stripe cover die by Mama Elephant. I love stripes, they're just very clean looking. It's the first video I did, I also did black and white, but I used a stamp, the wide, what is it called? The Wide Stripes by Simon Says Stamp, and I love that stripe look too. It's just kind of a thicker black and white stripe, or you can do any color, it's a stamp. But anyway, so this one is the Mama Elephant die, and I just added some silver thread behind the butterfly. If you watch my first video, it's the same thing I did. I did a different hello on this video though. I used Painted Hello by Simon Says Stamp for this one. And I was trying to think of a way to attach the butterfly without being able to see adhesive. And then I realized I could put it all around the edge. You wouldn't be able to see it because of the embossing powder, the silver embossing powder. But still, I just wanted to add something different. So I found those little clips, and I liked the look of that. So I just added a white little clothespin to the top of the butterfly. And I love those little clear droplets. I think they're 4 millimeters. There's a 4 and a 6. I think these are the 4. I tried putting it down the middle of the butterfly because I don't know, I just felt like the butterfly needed something else. And I put the droplets on the card for an embellishment, but I didn't really like it going down the butterfly, so I'm going to try something else in a minute. And I was just trying to, figure out how I wanted things placed on here. And I tried several different things to go down the center of that butterfly. I tried pearls and a couple other different things until I found one I liked. Now I'm going to glue this panel to the cardstock, and I'm using Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue to glue this down, just so I had some wiggle room once you put it on the cardstock. I'm not very good at lining things up the first time, so I like having a little bit of wiggle room. All right, well, I have a second here. I want to share with you that I am actually working on a blog. I'm so excited to finally have a blog. I feel like I'm complete now, but this wonderfully sweet woman has been helping me. She helped me get my first post up. Her name is Michelle. She's at icardeveryone.blogspot.com, and I'll put a link to her blog in the description below. But she's just a really sweet, kind woman, and I'm so glad that she reached out to help me start this blog, and I just really appreciate her. So I'm working on, I have 2 blogs going right now. So she helped me with one at Blogger, and then I've also started one on WordPress just because there's so many more designs on WordPress, and I liked the domain I got better on WordPress, but she's been so sweet, and some of her followers have come over and supported me on my Blogger one, and I don't want to lose them, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm keeping both of them up. I'm juggling both of them to try to figure out which one I like better, and I like the other one better, but I've met some of her followers now, and they're all so sweet, and I don't want to lose that. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but when I figure it out, I will let you know. But please check out her blog. She does absolutely beautiful cards, so you definitely want to take a look at her blog. Like I said, I'll put a link to it in my description below. All right, so back to my card. Right here, I am rounding the corners of my flower. A pen works really great to do this. It stays too. One flower I rounded it in, and one of them I rounded it out. And then I'm just going to put a little dot of glue in the middle there. So what I'm doing, just holding it down till it dries. And then I'm going to put one of those little clear droplets in the center of both of these flowers. So I use the same silver glitter paper for the hello as I did in my other card. And the black cardstock I'm using here is from Basil. It's a really nice thick black cardstock, and it's really a true black too. All right, to finish off my card, I decided to add these little silver rhinestones to the center of my butterfly. Like I said, I just felt like my butterfly needed something else, so this is what I was missing. I'm using Ranger Multi-Medium Matte to glue these down. They come with little glue dots on the back, but I don't know. I've always taken them off and glue them on myself. Then I know they're going to stay on. And I just used my little acrylic block to hold them down in place while they dried. I do that a lot. I think I'm going to do it for these flowers too, because I feel like when I try to hold it down with my finger moves a little bit, even though I'm not trying to move it. And with the acrylic block, it doesn't. It holds it in place. So, little tidbit I've learned. All right, I'm just going to use a little, one of those little bling dots to put on the back of my clothespin. I don't know why I didn't just unclip the butterfly from the clothespin to do it. I guess I like to make things more difficult for myself. All right, I'm just going to put that in place, and I think that pretty much wraps up my card. Before I go, I do want to mention that I know I use a couple different glues in my videos. I just find certain glues work better for certain things, but you by no means need to have that many glues. They're all great glues, so even if you just got one, the multimedia matte or the Tombow Mono liquid multi-glue, any glue you get is it'll work fine. You don't need to have all these glues. I'm just kind of crazy and like to use different glues for different things. So anyway, here are the 2 cards that I did. This is what I was supposed to include at the end of my other video, but forgot. So I hope you will jump over and check out the video I did of me making the card on the right. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, please click on the subscribe button. Before you go, I do hope you will check out the 2 additional videos I've attached below this one. The one on the left is the other Floral and Flutter Hello card that I spoke about in this video. And the one on the right features some distress inks and Copic coloring with 3 Amigos by Mama Elephant. So I hope you will check both of those out. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!